Hello everyone, today I will be analyzing Lois Lowry compelling novel, The Giver. So in this analysis, I will discuss two central themes, which is uh, equality and secret. So I will present how these themes unfold in the narrative, supported by the context of the story. We will also explore the imagery, tertiary symbols, and primary symbols, so that it emphasizes these themes. So let's dive in. I have explored two themes, which is secret and equality. So one of the most striking themes in The Giver is secret, which pervades the structures of the controlled society Jonas inhabits. This theme primarily emerged in the rigid rules of the community, designed to eliminate the pain, unpredictability, and the confusion. But however, this effort to come at the cost of truth and individuality. So for example, the community had the reality of release, presenting it as a ceremony of the horror, then the ending of life. This evident in the shocking scene where Jonas watched his father euthanize a baby. As a reader, we alongside him as he realized he killed my father killed in chapter 19. So this secret is foundational to maintaining social order and submissions. Even more crucial is the secret knowledge Jonas gained from the giver himself through the transfer of memory. As Jonas begins to receive memories of pain, joy, and love, he understands how deeply his community has been deprived of true emotion and the richness of life. The burden of holding this secret isolates Jonas, highlighting the loneliness imposed upon the few who bear the truth. So the next theme is equality. Another pivotal theme in The Giver is equality. Jonas' community is built on the principle of sameness, a system that strives to remove inequality in every aspect of life. Under sameness, there are no difference in race, weather, or even individual. Choice people live uniformly. So and individually is suppressed to maintain harmony. So equality at first appeared desirable in society without conflict or envy appealing. However, as Jonas gradually learned through his memories, sameness comes with a heavy price. Emotions like love and pain are erased to eliminate differences. As Jonas stated, we have never completely mastered sameness. As opposed to genetic, scientists are still trying to work the kinks of our earth. Sometimes I wish we still had sunshine. That's in chapter 11. So this could highlight the plain monotony that results from prioritizing equality above everything else. So Lowry provoked reader to debate the fine line between equality and uniformity. Is it possible to create a fairness without sacrificing diversity? The novel shows that excessive control in the name of equality can strip life of its most human experience, beauty, love, and joy. So next one is imagery. So the imagery that reinforces the themes. So here we have the visual and the tactile. So for visual imagery, the visual imagery in The Giver enchants the scene of loss and the impact of sameness on the community. Jonas realizing that he can see color is a strong example. Setting, it wasn't just a fleeting impression. This time, it was a clear and bright. The red was so beautiful in chapter 12. This visual awakening symbolized Jonas' growing awareness of the richness the community has sacrificed in the name of equality. For the tactile imagery, it evoked the emotional and sensory deprivation within the community. The contrast between the warmth of the memories of love and family and the coldness of community emphasize the emotion cost of sameness. An example is where Jonas received the memory of a birthday party. He could feel the hands of the woman on his back as she was holding. That's in chapter 16. So Jonas understood the sensation of love that was missing from the community. Next we have the primary symbols. So the river and the sled app explore these symbols. So first the rivers serve as a powerful symbols representing the boundary between the known and the unknown. So when Jonas crossed the river, as he left the community, he's venturing into the uncharted territory of elsewhere, like freedom. This action represents his rebellion against the constraints of his society and his embrace of risk and uncertainty of freedom. So the text, the constant mentioning of the river highlight the tangled water. It represents his journey of the unknown. By crossing it, Jonas embodies the courage required to break free from the oppression and seek out a life of authenticity and emotion. For the sled, it represents the journey of discovery. It's a recurring symbol of present the journey of discovery and freedom. It first appears in Jonas' earliest memory transmission from the giver, symbolizing joy, excitement, and exhilarating experience of freedom. So the sled symbolizes not only Jonas' personal journey, but also the potential for reclaiming the memories and emotion lost to the community. Ultimately, the sled represents hope and means of escaping the confines of Sameness and rediscovering a world of color, sensation, and genuine human connection. So for next one is tertiary symbols. We have the apple, the ceremony of twelve, and the giver telling. So for the apples symbolize the beginning of Jonas' understanding of the secret of the community and the lack of true equality. Here, the quote said, but suddenly Jonas had noticed following the path of the apple through the air with his eyes that the piece of fruit had, well, this was the part that he couldn't adequately understand. The apple has changed just for an instant, that in chapter 3. So the change in the apple connect to the theme of secret because it marked the moment Jonas began to perceive things differently. It also relates to equality as the community suppresses such unique perception to maintaining sameness. Next one, the ceremony of self. So the ceremony represents the community enforcement of equality by determining each individual role, thereby limiting personal choice. So as the quote said, before the ceremony, the chief elder made the use of speech emphasize the importance of each new role. That's in chapter 7. So this ceremony directly reflects the themes of equality as he rigidly defined the future of each child, ensuring conformity. It also highlights the themes of secret, as the true motivation behind these assignments are hidden from the community. So the last one is the giver darling. So the giver darling symbolizes the burden and isolation that come with holding community memories and knowledge of the past. Is reflecting the theme of the secrets. As the quote says, the books were not the same books that Jonas had his own darling. These were different, older. So that's in chapter 10. The darling, filled with forbidden books and artifacts, emphasize the themes of secret by illustrating what the community chooses to ignore. It also touches on equality because the giver's unique role set him apart, making him unique to the rest of the community. Yeah, so to the conclusion, the giver Lois Lowry artfully examined the themes of secret and equality, showing how they interconnect to shape the dystopian world of Jonas' community. Through secret, the rulers of Jonas' community protect their version of harmony, even as it becomes clear that truth is casualty. Meanwhile, the sacrifices, the richness and visibility that diversity bring into life. So, yeah, thank you for watching my analysis. If you haven't read The Giver, I highly recommend it. It's a story that will make you think deeply about the kind of society we wish to create. So I hope you enjoy my discussion. See you next time.